Welcome everybody to East Longmeadow for a matchup of tonight's girls lacrosse game between the East Longmeadow Spartans versus the West Springfield Terriers here on a beautiful Monday night, senior night. East Longmeadow's only senior, Bridget Jordan, accompanied earlier by her brother, her sister, her parents, her grandparents are here, honoring our senior captain who has dedicated 4 years to this program and has helped to bring it to where it is today. Only one loss on the season, I think 13 or so and 1 for the East Longmeadow Spartans. West Springfield coming in at 7-7. And with me tonight is co-anchor Josh Weiss. Josh, what do you think of the matchup tonight?
Well, I think the first time around was a great matchup, and West Springfield hung with them for a good part of the game. So we'll see what goes on tonight. I think it should be a good matchup.
Yeah, first half was really close. Early in the season at Westside, they really came out on fire, and just like tonight, they started out with a tremendous number of draw controls last time, which really made a big difference in keeping Westside in the game and keeping the East Longmeadow offensive powerhouse out of the offensive zone. So Westside starts with the ball tonight. A little open pass there in the middle, just missed it. Would have been a good opportunity for a goal.
Yeah, Westside's definitely had a solid program the last couple of years. You know, it's definitely been some of their better competition.
Yeah, great play right there by Talia Weiss in the backer zone. Intercepted the pass, got it on the ground. Megan Morneau picks it up. East Longmeadow in transition right here. They get the ball up the field, getting the East Longmeadow's ride is really good right there. Grace Howard gets it over to Bridget Jordan, who's going to look to start the East Longmeadow Spartans off on a senior night, hopefully with a goal. Sends it into number 3, Caroline Lukasik. Back behind the goal to Addie Jordan, it looks like Anna Macarini came around there with a side swipe and got hacked from behind. What do you think here, Josh, on the 8-meter?
Yeah, great take, and we'll see what she does with it, obviously. Hopefully we'll get in there and get in close for a good shot. It was a nice move by Anna.
You really powered around there. A good turnaround. She decides to pass it over to Kenna Marino, who spins around and tries to get one in the top shelf. Goes long. Nice back up there by East Longmeadow. Good pass there from Megan Morneau to Kenna Marino, who dropped it, but then she chases it down, gets it back out to Morneau. Morneau going to take her time. She's dodging through. Shooting space.
Yeah. Very nice move by Megan to get some open territory there to make a move and get closer and closer. So see what she does with this.
Looks like she's going to run this one in. Takes off, runs in, shoots
there
low right. Yeah, first goal, East Longmeadow, 1 possession for them, 1 goal. Nice shot there to the low left-hand side, opposite the goalie stick, puts it in there. Good start for East Longmeadow.
Yeah, a lot of persistence on offense. You know, didn't just go for the one shot and worked it around and got some good passing in there as well.
Yeah, had Kenna Marino had an opportunity for a shot. Anna Macarini had a shot. There was another opportunity potentially for Kenna Marino to put one in there, and then eventually Megan Morneau got to an 8-meter. So Addie Jordan here on the draw with Kenna Marino and Megan Morneau on the circle. See what happens here. It's a battle this time, and looks like this one's picked up by Megan Morneau. Good draw there by Addie Jordan.
A little long on the pass, but
yeah, a little high.
Not bad.
Backed up there by Anna Macarini. A little high for Bridget Jordan to handle for sure. But East Longmeadow keeps possession. They've got it behind the goal. Macarini to Lukasik to Jordan. Back to Morneau at the top. She's looking, looks like she's setting something up here. She's going to go again. Another shooting space. Same exact play as last time. They were looking as she made her move. West side cut back in. Let's see what happens here.
Looks like a wind it up and let her rip here. And there you have it. Wow. Top corner. Beautiful.
Yeah, just hit that East Longmeadow side. 2-0 East Longmeadow. Really doing a good job spreading the ball around and leaving some open space for the last 2 times for Megan Morneau at the top to open it up, get in, and then they're just getting into a shooting space situation, so they're sliding over, West Side sliding over a little bit too late.
Yep. Looks like we're a little bit too quick at the moment. for that, and keeps getting them into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, good start. 22 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. East Longmeadow up 2-0. Addie Jordan back on the draw. Kenna Marino and Megan Morneau for East Longmeadow on the circle. Ball goes up. It's a jump. It's a battle. Ball's down, picked up, kind of, sort of. It looks like it's going to be. It's still on the ground. They're still chasing it. Just a little bit of a shot from high to low. Little penalty there. West Side's going to try to set up its offense. Megan Morneau out very aggressively pursuing. Looks here like East Longmeadow is in a zone, and it looks like Talia Weiss is the backer, really moving around, preventing that pass from going from the outside to the inside. Almost like a double team all over, with East Longmeadow applying a lot of high pressure here. Look at the high pressure out above the 12. Look at that, double teamed right away, making it very difficult for Westside to get anything inside. Yeah,
it's been a very effective strategy all season. They've really done well with it, and having that floater, Natalia and others to head off the better players and some of those runs.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. I mean, the ball was on the ground. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Maybe it was, I guess it's going out to the 12 meter. It wasn't to the body, or that's a little high there. You can't do that one. That's going to maybe get you in the red. That's very close to going yellow card, close to the face, but it's going to get an 8 meter. West Side's first opportunity. Looks like this could be a windup. Let's see what Jenna Holly, our sophomore goalie, can do there. Low.
Just scooted past.
Really nice shot by number 21, Audrey Kanata. I'm guessing a relative of Coach Joe Kanata of the West Side Terriers.
Could be.
West Springfield goal scorer number 21, Audrey Kanata.
So Jeff, on these face-offs with Addie just tipping her body in that way, they've been doing more and more of that this year. Any idea what the strategy is there, or is it a leverage piece?
Yeah, a little bit. They want to, you're getting a little bit of leverage, and then you're really trying to flick your wrists in a certain direction. Be the first one to flick it and can kind of control the ball to where it's going. Right here, it looks like they're trying. I think that's the play, is to try to get it directly into Megan Morneau's stick, or towards where Kenna Marino is. And Addie's been doing a great job all season long, taking the draw.
Yep. Great move by Megan. Oh, wow. Good save by the goalie. Leg kick save there, huh?
Yeah, leg kick. That could be a shin. Could be a little bruise on the shin tomorrow.
Yeah.
But good play here out to Bridget Jordan. She's going to make the same move. She's got it there.
Post. Great shot. Oh, nice, Megan.
Good play there, keeping it off the restraining line, passed in. Kenna Marino was open for a minute, but I think Morneau just saw the West Side Terrier defense was going to be getting just a little bit in the way right there. So she held on to it. There's a pass. Nice. Picked up by Lukasic. She bumps into somebody, ball's on the ground again. And again, it looks like that ground ball is going to go to the Terriers. They're bringing it up down the left-hand side. Going to see what East Longmeadow's got for a ride here. They look a little bunched up. Need to hustle back on defense here, and they do. Morneau's chasing number 24 around, really applying the pressure.
A little bit of that double team pickup. Oh. A little push down the end, I guess.
Yeah. A very aggressive play there by Testinault, a very aggressive, known for her very aggressive defense. No harm, no foul, with a little penalty behind there.
Yeah.
Westside just gets to start it back up, with a 4. You got to give a little 4-yard position, but with Testinault's speed, she can just fly right back into her position before Westside can swing it around.
Oh.
Yeah, nice play there.
Yep.
Westside player came in from the wing. We had Grace Howard, who was very close to kind of covering that one up, but just couldn't get there. The pass was right on target. Left a wide open shot there. Hawley made an effort to save it, but just couldn't do it. So we've got ourselves tied here, 2-2, 18 minutes and 44 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Moses is giving them a little bit of a sense of, where they could have gotten there a bit quicker, or they got caught up in the traffic, if you will.
Yeah, Coach Moses and Coach Mazza have been doing an excellent job all year coaching these girls up. You can see the improvement not only in the individual players, but their play as a team as the season has progressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And East Longmeadow is, really hopefully kind of hitting its stride.
Oh,
Good
another
save
nice
right
save
there.
by the goalie, yep.
East Longmeadow, I think Westside's going to have a little bit of a harder time with its ride right here. East Longmeadow's really going to apply some pressure. They do look still a little bunched up here on the ride.
Yeah, they do, very much so.
Here it goes,
Oh,
chasing
Tess
it down. Tess is running that one out. It goes out of bounds. She's got to run it in, and she does. She pulls it in. She gets it up to Bridget Jordan. Bridget Jordan over to Kenna Marino. Kenna Marino grabs it, passes it up the right-hand side to Allie Thompson over to Lukasik. Lukasik to Morneau. Morneau's going to take her time. There's a good look right there. Nice. Thompson was open, just dropped it a little bit out of her stick. Looks like it's a battle for it underneath. Addie Jordan and Anna Macarini really got her boxed in over here. See if she can get rid of it.
Penalty on East Longmeadow, huh? Oh.
She passed it. She started.
Fans are going a little bit wild here for East Longmeadow. Addie Jordan did commit a penalty, but then Westside started it back up, and Addie Jordan stole it, and the ref still restarted it. So fans a little bit upset on that turnover. What a play right there. Good anticipation by Allie Thompson, picked up by Kenna Marino. Great defensive play. Really good anticipation.
Oh, beautiful shot.
And into Anna Macarini in the middle. What do you think of that shot, Josh?
Perfect down bottom left corner and perfectly executed after that great steal by Allie.
Yeah, it really all got set up on that ride. Thompson intercepted that pass, knocked it out of the stick. Marino got it, passed it up. Great look there to Macarini, who threw it down into the bottom left-hand corner. No chance. Yeah, no chance for the goalie.
No, that was a great shot, and they seem to be, putting some good pressure on up front, and causing some of those turnovers. So it's great.
Yeah, when East Longmeadow's getting a chance to set up its ride as Westside's trying to clear it, they're really being aggressive. And I think if they do get set up on their ride, Westside is going to have a very difficult time getting the ball into the offensive zone.
Yeah, Kenna's got such great speed there. Just picked it up and took off, and you got another opportunity right away.
Yeah, one of the fastest players on the team, for sure. Looks like East Longmeadow's going to.
I agree. Their chemistry has really, improved dramatically. As the season's gone on, they just know where each other are, and that's what in so many ways that's what helps the sport and helps a team. Oh, great. Yeah. Penalty on Westside.
Yeah, just, that ground ball there went like, ping pong. East Longmeadow, Westside, East Longmeadow, Westside, and eventually, East Longmeadow picked it up. That's wide open there for Kenna Marino. She really's got to, I'd like to see Marino do a little bit more, use a little bit more of her speed and her foot skills and her agility and do a little bit more dodging into the middle.
Yeah.
I think it would really open some things up there.
Yeah, I think she definitely has that ability. She's a little jitterbug out there, so moving all around is tough to get her.
Yeah, if she just go in there, create a little more space for some people to move. I mean, she's really good on the outside catching the ball, but here we got we've got Allie Thompson coming in.
Yeah, very well done. She's got a real nose for the net, that's for sure. That was really, she was patient. She didn't, when she got in close, she took her time and just dropped it in.
She really did. I mean, that just looked really smooth and in control. It looked like, she made a lot of stick fakes, and then she just kind of tossed it in there. Sometimes you don't have to shoot it. You can just kind of toss it in there, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
East Longmeadow takes the lead 4-2, 15 minutes and 32 seconds remaining.
Now, they're also using a face-off stick, right? And the difference there is basically that it's a tighter net, so you get...
Yeah, so some of it's a little bit different setup of the stick. The gate draw stick is made just for the draw primarily. You don't see too many college players or high school players using the gate draw stick for anything else other than the draw. But you can see the difference that it's kind of making right here, which is that, they're able to kind of win that draw when they're using that draw stick. And it's made a difference so far. I mean, Addie Jordan's done a spectacular job so far on the circle. I mean, on the draw.
As you said the last time around, I think that was one of the key reasons why it was so close, is they won a lot of those face-offs. And this time it seems a bit different so far. Yeah,
I mean, I took a look before tonight's game, and I remember that game very well. I mean, Megan was Megan Morneau, one of the better players in East Long Meadow, was taking a lot of those draws, and it was 16-4 draw control. So Westside won 80% of those. And that's a really good play right there by Talia Weiss to slow them down. Even if it's a penalty, you see what happens right there. It slowed it down, gives East Long Meadow a chance to go back and set up as Westside was in transition.
I guess that would be a good penalty, right?
Very good penalty, kept it low, just got the body, didn't get the head, and, quite frankly, the Westside player should have picked that ball up and continued to run, but didn't.
Megan Morneau is playing very physical defense, really solid. All right.
Yeah, that's right there. That's caused by the defense, right? I mean, they got that pass off, but that was a long pass. The pass was high. It was difficult to handle. Got Hannah Taft right here. Been having a great year on defense.
Yeah, playing very
Jenna
solid.
Hawley over to Talia Weiss, up to Megan Morneau. Megan Morneau's bringing it up in transition, and then they're going to set up.
That's exactly how you want to do it. 3 passes and you're out, right?
Yep. Minor penalty there. Going to get a little bit of distance here. I can see this one going right here to number 2, Anna Macarini, and then going in the goal. It was just a look at that. Almost scooped in. Addie Jordan picks it up.
Is that a yellow? She hit her in the head. Oh, I guess not.
No, it's just going to be a restart. It's a little bit confusing here why they just didn't let them continue on with that play, but I guess it's because it's some type of a foul behind the goal that they don't get to start right there. She's got to be a little careful here. Coming in from the left. I mean, this is her patented move right here. She comes around, and she's got such a great right-handed shot and move.
There does seem to be a little variation from refs on whether they let it continue to go or, or very nice move by Megan Morneau. Great acceleration at the end, and the goalie had really no chance on that, especially when she went down low. Yeah,
really good deception at the top, and they'll call it their Syracuse move, where they flip the ball a little bit, and that one there was a bit of a fake flip, and the East Long Meadow team fooled everybody, so she was able to sneak in there and put that one in the goal.
So at 12:49, Spartans 5, Visitors 2.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum burst here. It looks to me like Westside's best opportunity is going to be when they do steal the ball on the defensive end of the zone. If they get out in transition, they're going to be able to score. If East Long Meadow sets up its defense, I think it's going to be difficult for Westside. So,
yeah, I think both of their goals have been on transition, right?
Yeah, well, the first one was the 8-meter.
Oh, the 8-meter.
That was a question. Oh, that could be a penalty. I'm not sure.
Oh boy.
That one's going to be a penalty. Not going to get a yellow card there. It just only hit the stick. It was aggressive for sure, but it only hit the stick. Megan casually getting this ball over. Going to look for Megan Morneau. Going to look for a cutter here.
Yeah, have to wait for her teammates to catch up a little.
Yeah, that was back to number 22, Grace Howard.
Good.
This is a pass into Kenna Marino. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson to Morneau. Morneau in again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that one had a little bit of pace on it, to say the least.
That was, I think, what was affectionately called a rocket.
Yeah, I don't think you want to leave that sidearm shot of Morneau and here it comes again. It's wide open.
Yep. Wow. And it really is the defense. The goalie can't do anything about that.
No, I mean, and there's not even anybody to pass to. I mean, that lane you could have fit a Mack truck through there with nobody in the way, and so.
Yeah. We're going to take a little timeout here from Westside. And the question is for Westside, what do you do here? Because your defense is clearly not keeping up. There are too many gaps, too many holes for people to just weave into.
Yeah, I think they're going to do. They have to do something a little bit different on defense, because every time East Long Meadows had the ball, they've either really scored or had a really good opportunity to score and didn't. And so we'll see what Kanata can come up with here. I mean, Westside's having a good season. He's a very good coach. He's got a young team. They don't have a lot of seniors. As we were here on senior night, they've got 4 seniors. And even of those 4 seniors, they're not necessarily, the 4 seniors aren't necessarily their best players, but they've got a lot of young talent. 3 of their top goal scorers are juniors and sophomores. So it's an up and, they had a great year last year. They had a little bit of a transition. They lost some great players, but I wouldn't call this a rebuilding year, but you can see a really bright future next year, especially for Westside, to bring themselves back up to the level again that they were at last year.
Yeah, and that state tournament, or the first round of the state tournament game last year against East Longmeadow was a great game and incredibly competitive, and you can see that the backbone of the program is solid. It's just one of those, when you get a couple, you may have a few years in there where you just don't have as much talent as has come in the past, and it's coming up slowly but surely, right?
Yeah, I mean, every program and just about every sport goes through it. It seems like, except for Longmeadow Lacrosse. So Longmeadow Lacrosse year after year after year, and boys and girls is dominant. But last year was a great year for a lot of teams, and this year it seems like there's really 3 levels, right? There's Longmeadow, there's East Longmeadow, who's kind of chasing, and
nipping
then
at the heels.
And then it's got and then there's kind of the rest. And Longmeadow clearly distanced itself from East Longmeadow last game. They'll be playing about a little over a week from now. I'm sure East Longmeadow is hoping for certainly a better result, if not a different one.
Yeah, and I think it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Because I think they started out well and then they got a little shell shocked, and I think they're perhaps a little bit different now. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Having had a couple of daughters that have gone through the high school, senior night is a special night, and it's really moving for the parents, and and it's interesting because when your kids are moving on to the next level and you spent your whole life watching high school sports, it's tough to realize that that's coming to an end too.
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor and a privilege as a parent to have the opportunity to have kids who are blessed with enough talent or work hard enough to make a team and to do it for 3 or 4 years and to be able to be part of it. It's great. We've both had kids already go through it once, and we're going to have them go through it together again. And next year will be, it's the end. And thankfully for the Jordans, they have another daughter that's playing lacrosse, a top goal scorer for East Longmeadow, a unbelievable talent. So they're going to have, another couple years of being able to watch lacrosse.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a bomb, but Bridget Jordan, I think, is going to pick that one up almost. It just took
bounce.
A little bit of a funny bounce off the turf there, so it was a little bit tough for them. Bridget to pick it up, but a good stick check there. A little bit across the body, I guess they'll say, but East Longmeadow's going to set up its defense. It's going to fly through the middle. She I don't know.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a slide there, but looks like it's going to get called. Yeah, she seemed to be running into traffic and kind of slid into third.
The clock is running. 11 minutes and 3 seconds. 6-2. East Longmeadow fires it in, and a really nice shot there by number 1, Addison Chapman, a 2024 junior. Good goal.
I think she got Jenna a little crossed up there.
She did, and I think, Coach Moses, we've got a sophomore goalie who, got a lot of playing time last year, made a really big impact on the team as a freshman. She's been having a very good season. And
yeah, terrific.
It's good. East Longmeadow's got a bunch of coaches that kind of help her along, and she's going to play a lot of summer lacrosse, and it seems like
very bright future for her.
Only going to get better and better.
Yeah. So we got Allie Thompson on the draw, right? Yeah. She's done really well on the draws.
Yeah, all year that self-draw has been just phenomenal. I will say one of the issues with that draw stick, and you'll see it from time to time, and I've seen it with just about every girl who's used it. It's really good on the draw, and then you're okay catching it. But it's very hard to cradle the ball and then get rid of it. And so when you do use the draw stick and you are the one to either self-draw or you pick it up on the ground, you need to get that thing out of your stick to somebody else really quick, because you can't cradle it, and then it's really subject to the check. And you saw that right there with Allie Thompson. I've seen whoever's used it. Megan Morneau's used it throughout the season. Addie Jordan's used it. I've seen Kenna Marino use it, and every one of them has had the same problem.
So the strategy is hopefully win the draw, get rid of it, and get your stick.
Exactly. That's the plan. And that's what you see the women do in college lacrosse, too. You'll have either a draw specialist, or no matter, even if it's not a draw specialist, if it's a midfielder, they have a little bit of different rules in college where you can pass the stick. You don't have to come to the sidelines.
Oh, really? Okay.
So what happens in college often is a midfielder who's using the draw stick, a defender will be using her stick, and they'll switch if they get it that way, so that you don't have to run all the way to the sidelines, and the transition of the stick happens a lot quicker. But
has there been an evolution to the game in the sense of specialists? Because I remember watching years ago, and it seemed like there were far fewer specialists than there are now, taking draws and people going in and out a lot more frequently.
Yeah, it's really the girls' game and the women's game is really changing quite a bit. You're seeing defensive specialists and offensive specialists, and there's some midfielders here and there. And by the time they get to the college level, there's really, you have an offensive team, a defensive team, and then that's basically how it works. So there's a lot more people being involved in the game than there were, say, 6-7 years ago. And it looks like they have made a little bit of a change here on defense. They've gone to a zone defense, and there, Marino just kind of snuck right through the zone there. Found a little hole in the zone, cut through, a little pass right to Marino, cutting. She puts the left hand in the top left shelf.
And the two of them, Megan and Kenna, really have a great chemistry. They seem to know where each other's going to be much of the time, And that's what Kenna does so well, given that she is diminutive and can get in there quickly and under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, and she's so, like you said, she's so quick. Just sneaks right through. But it does look like, Coach Kanata has come up with a plan after that timeout, and I think it's a good one to go to the zone defense. And you got people getting coached up on the sidelines as to, really how to play that zone. But, they're learning.
Another great draw by Thompson. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been such a difference on the draw control this time around. You know, it looks more like 80% to East Longmeadow, and that's really been a difference as to why the score is now 7-4. That doesn't seem quite right to me, but actually, there it is, 7-3.
Beautiful. That was Anna Macarini on the goal.
Anna Macarini. We were talking about the scoreboard, and there was an assist there. Anybody know who had the assist?
And the assist went to, I think, Kenna Marino.
Kenna Marino on the assist. We had to check with the fans there because we were talking and looking at the scoreboard even though we were in offense.
We want to make sure we present an accurate broadcast, so that's important.
That's right. Well, accurately enough, it's 9 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. It is 8-3 for the Spartans, and another really good draw there. This time won by Westside, and they are pressuring like no tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, it's not really a penalty.
Yeah, no.
Good refereeing there.
That's
nice even play. A better stick check by Kenna Marino on a caused turnover. She's moving up the sidelines, passes the ball down to Macarini. She is moving. It looks like Jordan's open. It looks like Bridget Jordan's open. And here's the senior's opportunity, and she puts it home.
All right.
Let's hear a big round of applause for the senior putting one in on senior night. 9 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. Good play there.
That transition from East Longmeadow was great, and from Westside, probably the worst one so far, unfortunately, for them.
Yeah, the caused turnover, and then with Kenna Marino's speed, she took 15 yards of coverage and then just passed it up once, passed it up twice, and it was in the back of the net for Bridget.
Yeah, great to see her get a goal tonight.
Yeah, she's been having actually a great season as a senior leader. She's kind of turned herself into, one of the biggest assist makers on the team, really inspiring the other girls on the team and giving them opportunities to score after having years and years of success of being a goal scorer. She's really really been very selfless in the way in which she's handled herself this year as a senior. Oh, boy.
Oh, another great maneuver by Megan. That was a great fake that drew the defender in and then just went right around her and in the corner.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to fire one from the top there. It looked like it was, but she got around and then put one in.
That was your oh boy. You thought it was coming?
Yeah. Oh, boy, I thought it was coming, and it was going to be maybe either a shooting space or fired hard, but she snuck that one into the bottom corner.
Yep.
Doing a good job here. Giving a couple players a rest. Addie Jordan taking a little break.
Yeah. So when you, I mean, basically, there's obviously man, there's different forms of zone, and I mean, obviously East Long Meadow with Talia, kind of rotating back and forth in there. Do they seem just like they're playing a classic zone, West Side?
Yeah, they are. They're playing a classic zone. So some of the other things that I've seen people do on offense is they'll mark somebody. So on our side, right, if somebody's going to mark somebody, it's going to be it's Talia Weiss, who usually picks up on defense, one of the better players for the opposing team if they go to that. But otherwise, it's really a zone, and it looks like, usually there's a floater in the middle trying to cover the cutters.
Yep.
And it's really difficult, if it's played right, to really get the ball, to hit cutters because there's always bodies in the way. So it just gets really hard, and you can see that here that it.
Oh, what a great move. Wow. Well, that was a great maneuver, and
yeah,
again, terrific fake.
I don't know where that came from, but that
that was creativity at its finest right there.
A lot of things were happening there.
Good things. So you see the flow of this game's changed pretty dramatically, and I think they're still having a hard time trying to figure out how to stop East Long Meadow. It doesn't seem like that adjustment. It's a good idea, but it still seems. Part of it is I think East Long Meadow's pulling the defenders out and giving Megan the space to just one-on-one.
Yeah, I also think you're seeing in this game that they're really they're really spreading it out and opening the space for for people like Megan and to kind of get around and make a move. And here's just another pickup here by Kenna Marino. See here, she's going to change her stick out.
Yep.
It's going to get past here. Megan's just going to try to get this into the offensive zone. Yeah, I said the same thing there, Coach Macarini, which is she moves. If she comes towards the goal, I think Megan's going to pass it to her.
Great run.
Oh,
wow.
There it is.
Wow.
Bridget Jordan.
Playing some inspired lacrosse.
Looked like the same move that Megan Morneau did 30 seconds ago for a goal.
Yeah.
12-3 right here. Coach Kanata getting a little bit frustrated because that's not something that should happen.
No, I mean, that's almost too easy of a path, right? I mean, she just burst right through there and put it in. Looks like she took a little shot on the wrist. She's checking out her hand at the moment.
Little change on the circle. Kenna Marino now going to take the draw for the second time. Allie Thompson remaining on the circle with sophomore Addie Jordan. Good play
Well
there.
done.
Picked up by number 30. Ava Metz gets over the sidelines into the offensive zone. East Long Meadow still in its zone defense here, so you're going to see it's going to be very challenging for them to hit those cutters with Weiss just kind of floating around the circle, that's it right there. You see it's very hard to get in there because even when you beat one person on a one-on-one,
right,
just like that, you see how hard that is to get that pass in there when it's played right?
Yeah.
When you get that one-on-one and you get past one person, there's going to be a second person there, and here goes Weiss, a really good pass up there to Thompson.
Well, and
Thompson to Morneau.
Great pass. Oh, beautiful.
Morneau put it in. Really good transition right there by East Long Meadow. All started, with the turnover in the defensive zone. Talia Weiss bringing it all the way up, passing it up. getting Megan Morneau kind of wide open there with a one-on-one with the goalie.
Well, and I think that zone gives Talia the chance to just rotate back and forth and notice where the play's going. And I guess that's the key, is you got to be able to read what's happening in front of you, right? And move to where the strength is.
Exactly, yeah, you move to where that ball is, and you keep your, a lot of times you'll see them keeping their stick up, right, as you're the floater, because they're looking to pass in the middle. So if you can keep that stick up, even with one hand as you're kind of moving.
Just as a distraction?
As a distraction, and also just in case the pass goes through, right, you can take a lucky stab at it and try to block it. Makes it harder for the other player to kind of see their way through as to who the open player is.
I got a yellow card on Addie Jordan. Guess got a little too much person with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice
Covered
play by
here
Jenna.
by Jenna Hawley.
Good outlet pass. She's done that very well all year.
Good catch there by Allie Thompson. Bridget Jordan now has it. East Long Meadow is a woman down, so we'll see what happens here if they just kind of hold it and wait for Addie Jordan to get back onto the field so that it can be even strength. So probably, unless there's something wide open, I think East Long Meadow is just going to swing it around, from person to person around the outside. Looks like they're going to double here, start to double. So you just want to keep on moving the ball as fast as you can. Good play there. You can see they're just getting a little more pressure back and forth. Caroline Lukasic kind of stepping around. Got it around there to one of our faster players as well.
Miana,
Miana Calabrese picks it up, and they just keep on moving it here. Great job by East Long Meadow maintaining possession. Everybody kind of getting a touch here, and they just keep on moving it. Marino setting a little screen right there. They got a quick little double team here that Megan's got to kind of find her way out of.
I think the athleticism of East Long Meadow is showing right now, of being able to get out of these, tight little boxes.
Yeah, and there's West Side's really trying to double, but they're having to use up so much energy because of how far apart they are. They really did a great job there holding the ball, and now Addie's coming flying in, and she wants it.
Yeah.
Oh, she had it.
And there's a penalty.
Good job by Addie Jordan right there, coming in out of the box at 100 miles an hour down there to get into the offensive zone, created an opportunity for her, a good pass, just dropped it and then got fouled, and I anticipate she's going to be very angry after having spent some time in the yellow chair, and I think this one's going to just get fired into the back of the net.
I agree.
And it does.
And there it is.
A really good 8-meter.
Well, with 3:15 left. 14-3 Spartans. They're turning on the firepower tonight.
Yeah, and when when in high school, when you get up 10 goals here, the clock continues to run, so it makes it even more challenging for the opposing team to come back. They really need to win a bunch of draw controls in a row and get some quick goals. We'll see what they can do here.
So, given they've tried to make some adjustments, that haven't really worked, what do you think is left to try here? Because it doesn't seem like.
I mean, I do think they've got to do something on the draw control, right? I mean, they've got to do that here, and it looks like they did just pick one up the last two. Ava Meth picked up the last two. But when they get it, they've got to maintain possession for a while, because if I'm being honest, which I usually am, the defense for Westside has got to be tired.
Yep.
I mean, they have spent a lot of time.
I think there's only been 2 or 3 shots on.
That's going to be a shooting spit. That should have been a shooting space violation, if you ask me, on number 23, Allie Thompson, but it wasn't. Grace Howard makes a good pickup there. Megan Morneau with a one-handed grab. She's going to pass it up here for sure to Bridget Jordan. Oh, just a little bit outside.
Too much
Not
mustard.
The best pass either, though. So didn't need to be quite that hard, I don't think. She was wide open. It got a little close to her.
I guess they're human. Come on now.
They are human, but oh, they've got her pinned in.
That looked like a good check.
Another one. This is where West Side's at its best.
Yeah,
oh, what
great,
a play by
great
Allie
play.
Thompson right there.
Perfect.
Unbelievable. Back checking right into the stick. Good pass there from Hawley up to Jordan. Going to go to Jordan number 2. Jordan number 2's got it. Bridget Jordan coming down the middle.
She's got some options there.
Did have some options. Calabrese fires low, and a save by the West Side goalie. Throws it back out. Looks like that's going to be almost picked off, and then it is picked up by number 22, Grace Howard. Megan Morneau over to Thompson.
Maybe they work for the last shot here with 50 seconds left. Let's see.
Calabrese going to send it over to Bridget Jordan behind the goal. It looks like they're going to set up a play here.
Some good defense there.
Yeah, tight defense. Looks like they're calling it. Seems like they might be calling a play here for Bridget Jordan. I'm not sure.
Could be.
But I'm saying they're either clearing out for Morneau or they're setting something up for Bridget Jordan.
Looks like a clear out to me. Oh.
I'm going to get a shooting space violation there.
Is that a 12?
No, it's an 8 meter. It's going to be an 8 meter shot. I'm not sure if it counts. If she doesn't, she might have to start it before. I don't know what the rule is as the clock is winding down.
How's that? All right, it does count. Wow.
I guess it does count. So they throw in another goal there. East Long Meadow 15-3. We're going to take a little break here, Josh, for halftime.
Yep.
And then we'll come back to start the second half.
Sounds good. All right, we are getting ready for the second half of East Long Meadow and West Springfield Terriers. At the half, 15-3 Spartans. It's a close game early on. The Spartans have put the pedal to the metal here and pulled away. And West Side's really having a hard time keeping up with their offensive firepower. So.
Yeah, we're going to start the second half here. We got some rock and roll music being played. We got Jamie from LCAT running the show up here again. Don Mackey from LCAT, who helps to put these types of events on again. Megan Morneau in the middle on the draw. Picks it up with the, I'm not sure what stick that is. I guess it's the draw control stick. She's going to come over and switch it off. Usually Morneau just uses her regular stick to take the draw, but here she uses the East Long Meadow gate draw control stick. Anna Macarini with the ball. Addie Jordan cutting through, looking for a cutter. Bridget Jordan coming around. Almost a penalty there.
Yeah.
Got that stick really up high, very close to getting it in.
That was awfully close
Bridget
to the
Jordan's
face there. Yep.
They're continuing to move.
Kenna makes a little move there.
There's a little dodge move by Marino, starting to make a little fake in there, which is nice to see.
I love the patience. Oh,
a little bit of a wide pass, but Addie Jordan there to back it up. Morneau didn't get that one in the stick, a little bit wide.
Got a little opening there.
Here it comes. Yeah, they cover it up, and a nice pass there. Tried to get Caroline Lukasik in the middle, but just wasn't able to put that one in her stick, and it's picked up by the goalie for West Side, and they're going to try to get this thing out in transition here and try to clear it. East Long Meadow is all over them. Needs to be, Addie Jordan needs to be careful. She's already got one yellow card. Probably needs to be a little careful with that stick. 2 yellow cards, and you're not only in a yellow chair for 2 minutes, but you're out of the game. And we certainly don't want to, even though we're way up in this game right now for East Long Meadow's way up, we don't want to lose. Great play there by Lukasik, huh?
Great battle there, yep. And I think that's the other thing that's happening tonight is East Long Meadow's winning a lot of those bouncers. You know, they're out battling West Side for the grounders and the free balls.
Yeah, they're certainly been the more physical team all around, and I think you're right. They're winning those 50-50 balls. Like I was saying before, even though we're clearly way up in this game, East Long Meadow's way up, I should say. I don't play for them anymore. They're up by a lot of goals. You certainly don't want to see Addie Jordan come out with a second yellow card and lose our top goal scorer just in case.
Yeah. Is that like a penalty on, I guess, on Denault maybe?
Yeah, penalty on
A
Denault.
little too far out with the arms, huh?
Number 12 right here. Sophia Callahan going to take a shot. She goes for a bouncer. And
did that just miss the net?
It did, yeah. It bounced over the net. Hannah Taft picks it up, brings it to the goalie. Hannah Taft happened to be, you know, she really aligned herself in the perfect spot in case there was that type of shot. Yeah. And
oh, that was a good breakout by Talia, but a little high there.
A little high in the pass. Probably one Morneau still should have picked up if you ask me, but who am I? Another
like
penalty
we got a penalty
there.
on Howard, I think.
Yeah, just took a swipe. And again, it's getting, you know, probably not a need to do that there. You want to move your body, not kind of react with the stick. You want to move those feet rather than moving the stick. But we're going out to the 12-meter. I think it was maybe a 3-second violation.
And this is Meth, huh? She's a solid player.
Yeah, very good. She's trying to weave her way through a team of East Longmeadow players. Megan Morneau out aggressively on defense, really pushing here. Another great play there. Hannah Taft. I mean, you can see East Longmeadow. I mean, look at how far they're just pushing.
Yep. There's nowhere for Westside to go.
Oh, very close there. I'm not sure if that was a penalty on. Well, they're going to call a penalty on Marino. I'm not sure if that was just a lost ball there by number 21, Audrey Kanata, or whether it was a penalty. But either way, it's just kind of a restart for Westside. There's a great look and a great pass.
Yep.
Not sure what happened there for East Longmeadow's defense, but a very good look into Kanata. Number 21 puts that in the back of the net. Not sure who got the assist. But it was a great pass, a good look, a good cut, a good shot.
Westside goal scorer number 21, Audrey Kanata.
And into the game for East Longmeadow is Grace Rapold for Grace Howard. That looked like just one of them cut through and had a one-on-one. I think Talia was focused elsewhere.
Yeah, not sure. It looked like they were double teaming out, you know, away from the ball, and the cutter made her way through. And you know,
that's the danger of that, right? The further out you go, the more space you're giving people to cut through. See if Megan can scoop that. Nope.
Nope. It's scooped up.
Meth again.
Meth again. And I will say, last time it was kind of the same thing. Megan Morneau had a really difficult time on the draw with Meth. I mean, Megan usually takes a lot of the draws, but Meth clearly had the advantage last time, not just against Megan Morneau, but against everybody. Like I said, it was 16-4 on the draw controls, and this time it's switched.
Yeah, and that game, I recall, was very closely officiated. There were a lot of penalties and a lot of whistles along the way there. So a little more relaxed, I think, but and I think better played. You know, that was an early game of the year where I think people were still getting the rust out, if you will. And East Longmeadow's defense seems to be moving and shifting pretty well here. So. Oh, that was a good pass, good idea at least. Just missed a little behind.
Just a little, but you see how precise that pass has to be when they're in that zone. When they're in that zone defense, Bridget Jordan showing some of her best speed of the season here down the middle, getting it into the offensive zone.
You know what's really impressive is how quickly East Longmeadow gets out after they gain possession. How fast they get down the field. It really becomes a challenge for their defense. They just don't have time to get back and get set up. I mean, here they are, but.
East Longmeadow really spreading it out, giving everybody a touch. Caroline Lukasic's got it. Now we got Kenna Marino has it. She's going to put a dodge move on, and this is what I've been. I mean, I'm not lying. That's a good play there on defense, but that's the type of stuff that really Kenna Marino needs to do to get her game to the next level, and she's been working really hard on it. But you can see the skill and the talent and the ability to dodge and weave her way, through a defense.
She has an amazing quickness, a little burst that gets her through. Hard to defend that.
Yeah, I mean it really is. It's similar to Addie Jordan. You know, they're really great attackers. You know, I think Addie a little bit more on the attack side, and Kenna Marino has a little bit more on the midfield side.
Yep.
And I think, you know, certainly I mean, look at this. Like, that's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, dodge and weave and buck and boom, boom, boom.
Right. And but you know what's interesting is the first step is the one that frees them, because it's as if they make a move and the defender's off balance and they're by them at that point.
Yeah, and when you have, you know, a very quick first step like Addie Jordan has and like Kenna Marino, and you can use it and get the defensive player off balance, you know, you can just cut to the goal right there. But, I mean, she weaved her way through 3 people and then fired one at the top of the net. Just great movement. Megan Morno going to try her luck again with the draw stick against
Do
Ava
teams
Mapp.
use as many draw people as we do, or as East Long Meadow does, I should say?
Yeah, not really. Most teams have 1, maybe 2. They might have a backup in case, you know, one of them's having some problems.
4 or 5 girls who you know, take draws for East Long Meadow.
Yeah, I mean, it's really an advantage to be able to do that, to have 4 or 5, you know, really to have 3, 4, or 5 people that can do it like East Long Meadow does is really an advantage. If one person is struggling for whatever reason, or has a specialty for one particular type of draw that they like to do, you know, the coach can send somebody new in there. And anytime a good coach like Moses and Mazza have options, it's better for the team.
Oh, that was a good look, but a little high.
Yeah, just a little high. Bridget Jordan trying to get Addie on a little cut through. Certainly, if Addie Jordan picks that one up, it's probably a goal.
Yeah, and they've connected so much this year as well. You know, Bridget's that feed to Addie is something I've seen many a game this year. Well, that's again, she's up.
Yeah, and that's it. She's done for the game, and that's really what I was worried about there. I mean, she just plays very aggressively on the ride, and that is, you know, one thing that is very advantageous for East Long Meadow. But here, you know, this is the 2nd yellow card, so I'm not sure she's going to be allowed to go back in. I don't think so, but we'll see.
And it's tough as a coach, you want the aggressiveness, right? But you also, you know, you want folks to understand the game situation as well, right?
Yeah,
an interesting call there.
Yeah, I mean, it was out off of Kenna Marino's stick, but I think there was a penalty before that didn't get called. I mean, call may have been different if the score was different, but it's 16-4 East Long Meadow. 15 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the booth with first-time co-anchor Josh Weiss.
Having a good time. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we saw a good cut right there by
a little bit of breakdown in the defense. That was a very nice cut. Had a good,
we
good
are,
opportunity.
you know, we'll call it, you know, we call it women down, but we're girl down as we're still in high school, so young woman down, I guess, might be the right thing these days.
Probably any of those fit.
Yeah. That one goes out of bounds on a pass, so if it goes out of bounds on a pass, it goes to the other team. And here, that pass was by Westside, so it goes to East Long Meadow. Jenna Hawley gets it to Speedy Talia Weiss, brings it up the middle. She's looking for a pass, and she finds one. And then there's another pass down the sidelines. Number 2, Anna Macarini, gets it over to Allie Thompson. They get it into the offensive end, and it looks like they're going to set things up, bringing it back to Morno.
Yeah, get a good possession here, take their time.
Yeah, we're still a person down, so we'll see if Lukasic takes it to the goal or whether they just kind of run it around and do what I'm sure coach has told them to do many times when they're women down, which is just keep moving the ball and getting it, you know, making sure that, you know, you don't get doubled. And
right. And I think, I mean, it seems like the right strategy. Why push it when you when you don't need to, and especially when you're ahead like this, might as well use the clock and get back to even, which they just did. So
yeah, absolutely. It looks like Addie Jordan is going to be out. Number 4, Angelina Trulio coming into the game. Morno right there was looking for the cut for Marino. Taking her time here. Looks like she's getting pushed. Gets it to Marino. taking their time to Jordan, a little low there. Jordan gets it over to Macarini. This is Macarini out to Lukasic. Back to Macarini, trying to make her way through. Sorry, that's Trulio with it. Jordan.
Oh, great pass from Bridget Jordan.
Bridget Jordan, good backdoor cut by Lukasic. Really good look by Bridget Jordan.
Yep.
Backdoor cut Lukasic, and she takes it sidearm and puts it in there for a 17-4 lead.
Yeah, she's really perfected that pass from behind the net. I remember quite a few goals this season that way.
Yeah, she's had a, she's been playing back there. She's been playing at the X, and really she's got a lot of assists this season. Like I said, really being very selfless in her play this year. A lot of assists to just about every player on the team.
Yep.
Many obviously to her sister Addie Jordan, who, just like many of the girls on the offense here, know how to put it in the back of the net. And I'm sure it's just a delight for the Jordans and the Jordan family who's here. Mother, father, grandparents are here, and to watch, who have watched that all season and have the opportunity to have two kids, play on the same field during the same time and be part of such a great, successful season has just got to be a joy.
Yeah. And they're a well-built team all around. They've got they're great midfielders. Their defense has been very solid all year, and their goaltending's been terrific. Jenna has been great, and so it'll be interesting to see where all this takes them, because I think they're maturing too as this season's gone along.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're number 4 in Division II.
Right.
I've got them technically ranked number 20 in the state, no matter what division. If you look at the weighted rankings I looked at before the game today.
Yeah.
So they've got weighted rankings and points, and so if you kind of put all those together, it looks like they're 4 in Division II, and if you looked at the entire state, they'd be number 20.
Clever little move by Allie Thompson there, huh?
Yeah.
Again, the little around the side and just dumped it in without really having to wind up.
Yeah, a little turnaround, soft, just really well played. Sometimes a well-placed shot is better than a power shot.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. That's what happened right there. So.
And it has almost the element of surprise because you're not really winding up. You're just a little flick. It's like a little wrist shot in hockey.
Yeah, just touch it in, and that one goes in.
So we got Gabrielle Illingsworth, who just came in for Hannah Taft.
Yep.
Getting some rotations in here, getting some playing time.
Number 18, Ashley Beek on defense.
Ashley Beek making an appearance, like you said. Megan Morneau on the draw. Let's see what happens here. It's flicked back, and she grabs it, passes it back. Gabriella Illingsworth got a touch right away. Thompson flying up the left-hand side. And
good pass.
Here it comes. I thought we were going to see Calabrese get in there and try to make it happen. East Long Meadow really spreading out the west side defense now. I mean, this is a very high, and here goes Morneau. She gets into a pack.
Yeah, pulled back in
a
good way. This wasn't there.
Trulio was open. And we got Sabina McKechnie in the game, number 10. Also, there it
nice
comes. She ducks under. She's got it. She's got to go lefty.
Oh, almost. Good move.
Yeah, tried there. She's going to get a penalty.
Yeah, 8-meter, yeah.
A really quick little dodge move from the outside. Used her size and her speed to tuck in there.
Yeah.
Tried to tuck one underneath the goalie. Little penalty.
Yeah, perfectly done there.
She's down low, and she is going to run this one in, and it's going to be hard to catch her, but she's got to get that off quick. That was going to be the issue there.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit of an interesting, different stance. Maybe got to work on that stance a little bit. She just looked like she wasn't in the right position to run in on that 8-meter, but good try there. West side gets it into the offensive zone. Haven't been able to say that too often tonight. But they got it in there.
Nice little move there. Oh,
Good
good
back
check.
check. Still moving the zone around. And there it is.
Just not a lot of room there. Just
No,
nowhere to go.
That's the problem. You can't, even when you're going one-on-one into that zone, you know, when Weiss is kind of just sticking in there, even if you get past right there, number 18 Ashley Beek, you're gonna be running right into Weiss. So
Nice hustle by Talia there.
yeah, really good. And now
well
she's
done.
just moving down the sideline. Just keep on going. There's nobody open. Keep on going. That's it.
Over
There
to
it is.
Beeks.
Passed it over to Beek. Beek's got it in her stick. Up to Marino. Marino has it now. Has got a kind of a clear path here unless she decides to flip it up there. And
Yep.
she does to McKechnie. McKechnie's going to do it again. She's going to do the same move, I think. Good play there. Around the goal. Calabrese has it now.
Quick little players. Right?
Yeah.
And that footwork is so key.
They're really trying to call McKechnie's number. They're face guarding Morneau. There's McKechnie's got it.
Definitely.
Back out to Calabrese.
Definitely a soft spot for her and getting her some points this year. It's great.
Yeah, they're going to call her on a penalty there, and that's the right call. Just got it up. Really good catch there in the middle by Marino.
Yeah, that was an athletic maneuver. So it was a little bit behind her. Huh?
We'll see if she runs this one in. Looks like she's going to. It's going to be hard to catch her, but they got it right at the last second. Backed up by number 23, Allie Thompson. Bridget Jordan. Going left, shooting.
Wow.
Good
Nice
save there by the goalie. Really good dodge move there by Bridget Jordan. Oh, what a catch.
I think that's Meth again. Yeah, Ava Meth. Very solid player. So on those 8 meters, is it just a feel, like in terms of running it in versus winding up and letting it rip?
Yeah, you know, you want to be able to mix it up. I mean, some girls just don't have a powerful enough shot to get it past a goalie, or if it's a really good goalie, it's hard to shoot it from that far out. But when you run it in, you either got to be the first one in, or you want to release it within 3 or 4 steps before the other girls can get their sticks on it. And then you just kind of got to decide where you want to shoot it and hopefully hit your spot.
Nice little goal there from West Side. Good cut through there. Sophia Callahan with the goal. And with 4:25 left, it's 18-4 Spartans. So this one is well in hand. We'll play it out. With Megan Morneau taking the.
See the Booster Club down there? They're trying to sell the last of the Chick-fil-A sandwiches for the East Longmeadow.
A very hot item tonight.
Booster Club. I see our athletic director down there, Kevin McGee, keeping everything kind of under control. Megan Morneau wins another draw. Allie Thompson needs to be a little careful here from behind, and she is, and she's double careful from behind, which is good.
Now triple.
And running, using her speed and her power to get that thing over the restraining line. Bianca Calabrese trying to make her way through, using some good dodge moves herself.
There goes Sabina. There it is. Oh, good move. What a great move.
Takes it from the X, moves around, does a dodge, fires it in right-handed, and gets herself on the scoreboard.
Quick feet. Well done.
Really good job there. I mean, that's a good spot for her.
Yep.
Pointing up to her father and mother in the stands after she puts that one in. The only freshman on the team,
First year playing, right?
Making some time between varsity and JV, getting a lot of experience. She's newer to the game, but clearly has a lot of athletic ability and talent, and coach giving her an opportunity and really coaching her along and seeing her sort of as the, as the future of the team. In 2 or 3 years, she'll be, be one of the leaders. And so you got players like, Bridget Jordan and Addie Jordan and Talia Weiss and Megan Morneau, kind of showing her the ropes and leading her around. So it's just really great to see.
Yeah. Good to integrate, those folks at that age so that they can keep growing up through the program.
Absolutely.
Pass the baton. Another great one from Megan Morneau.
Little pass there. Yeah. Looks like McKechnie's learned she's going to stay over there on the left-hand side where she can get her right-handed shot.
Yeah.
Seems like it's going to be. Last time, she scored. She came in. You saw her come in from before from the right-hand side and kind of snuck her way through, but she didn't quite have the left-hand shot to make it happen. So it looks like she's going to stay over there in case she gets it again. She's going to try to dodge her way. Here comes Calabrese. She's moving. She's got it.
Knocked away. They're going to give her that, huh?
Yeah, they're going to give her an 8-meter. 1 minute and 32 seconds left. 19-5. Game has been dominated on all sides by East Longmeadow.
Oh, the sidearm.
I love that shot right there.
Nice effort.
It's a Kenna Marino special. She likes that low to high. A lot of power was put on that by Calabrese. It just missed wide. And this one's just a flung and almost caught. It is caught. It is caught. Nope. Now it's in the hands of West Side.
Good defense there by Ashley.
Great defense. Really putting a lot of pressure on West Side. It's good to see East Longmeadow doing that. There's just no let up here in East Longmeadow.
Nope.
I mean, they're winning this game 19-5, but they're playing right now. Look at Marino come down the sidelines. I mean, they're playing as though they're, this game is tight. Calabrese has it, kind of had it. She's going to get
coaching, right? I mean, that's a reflection on your coach.
Absolutely. Calabrese has got 25 seconds left. It looks like. I mean, she's going to run this one in for sure. There's just not enough time to do anything else after this gets set.
Oh, she got Bridget. That was a
tried
good
to
idea.
tried to give one more to Bridget Jordan, I think, on her senior night, but just passed a little wide, just missed. Josh, it's just been an absolute pleasure co-anchoring and co-announcing with you tonight. We'll do it again.
Absolutely. Sounds great. Thanks, Jeff.
LCAT winners 19-5.